Hi everyone, John Cunningham-Ryan here, Senior Library Assistant with the Wexford Library Services, and I am beaming another book review to you today. We are 5 weeks into the COVID-19 lockdown. Wow, how time has flown. My beard has gotten longer, but I hope the sound and picture quality of this review is a little bit better than my previous ones. I am no longer using my laptop camera. I've upgraded a little bit, so fingers crossed this will be a little bit better. This is my 9th book review, and today I'm going to talk about Only Mostly Devastated by Sophie Gonzales. So this is a young adult book. It is a new title to the LGBT collection in the library services, and the plot is quite simple. We have got 3 common themes in the plot, or in the book rather. We have a theme of tragedy and death. We have a theme of upheaval and teenage life in general. And then we have the angsty romance teenage stuff. So there are 3 themes which are common to a lot of LGBT titles, or a lot of young adult titles rather. And the author Sophie Gonzales writes them quite well. Although there is nothing groundbreaking, it's still a good page turner. I've read the book in a couple of days. So to get down to the plot, we learn about Ollie. So Ollie has, on his summer holidays, had a summer fling with another boy called Will. However, when Ollie then goes home and he texts Will and messages Will doesn't respond to him. So there's not really an awful lot Ollie can do about that, but he is quite upset about it. Then just before he starts his last year of high school, his family, his mum, dad and himself end up moving back across the country because Ollie's aunt is very sick. So actually that's another common theme in the book of we do what we can for our families when it's necessary. So Ollie ends up, they all end up moving and helping his aunt and kids and all. Ollie ends up babysitting his niece and nephew quite a lot, but he enjoys that anyway. So then Ollie has to start his last year in a brand new high school. He has to try and meet some new friends, which goes okay. He tells them that he's gay. Ollie is out to his family and friends, and he has an okay time with that. He hasn't had any problems So a couple of weeks into the year, Ollie realises that Will, his summer fling, actually goes to the same high school. So this leads to a couple of quite unpleasant encounters. Ollie realises that whilst he is out and comfortable with who he is, Will has yet to start that journey. He hasn't stepped out of the closet as such. So that's obviously it really doesn't bode well for the relationship that may or may not happen by the end of the book. Then there's a house party that they all go to, and at the house party, Will's friends, the jocks of course, that they have to be the jocks, they're making homophobic jokes and jokes about gay people, which is bad enough for Ollie, but what's even worse is the fact that Will laughs with them and does nothing to stop it. So that's a lot more hurtful for Ollie, obviously. So really that's more or less it. That is the coffin in the nail of any relationship that might happen. So the book then covers a few months of stuff going on in the teenagers' lives. The love lost, the heartbroken, the angst, the planning to go off to college, all the different things that teenagers do, particularly in their last year of high school or secondary school as such. But during this, Will, whilst he doesn't really apologise and try to make amends for hurting Ollie so much, I don't think he probably realises how much he hurt Ollie. He still tries to reach out. So say for instance, Ollie loves his music and he spends a lot of his lunchtime in the music room playing his music and learning his bass guitar. Because that's really the only spare time he has, because as soon as he goes home he's generally minding his niece and nephew. So Will kind of finds excuses to spend time with Ollie. Sometimes he comes in to do a little bit of study or read a book, and they don't even really talk much, but Will is just there. And then during the book, Will gets himself into, I suppose, Ollie's space as such, and spends more time with him and trying to build up a friendship at least. Although Ollie isn't very receptive of it, you know, it still happens, and bit by bit you can see a relationship is going to start somewhere, like, you know, and they're getting there. So yeah, no, it's quite an interesting book, and it's quite well written. As I say, it's a little bit boring because of the main topics that are generally covered in young adult teen books. The writer Sophie Gonzales covers them all, but she does write them well. So I would give this book a mark of 7 out of 10. So it's well worth a read. I hope you enjoy it. If you've read the book, or if you like my review, please comment below, and also don't forget to share my video. Thank you very much. I have been John Cunningham-Ryan with the Wexford Library Services.